Yello and welcome back. I'm MG Rose and this is my little stud world, and today we're going to get started on the roof for our little starter house. Hopefully we'll get it finished as well. So without further ado, we'll get right up there and we'll get started. So firstly, I want to put we're going to line up some stairs. What I'll do is I'll start off the beginning of it, and then once we've got the basics laid out, what I will do is I will go off camera and finish off putting down the carpenter's blocks, and I'll be with you again once we're ready to put in our main blocks for it. Right, I've got to keep an eye on what I'm doing because sometimes I do end up making massive mistakes. Oh, sorry about that, that was my phone. I'll just turn it down. There we go. No. Well, anyway, how is everybody? Everybody having a lovely week? Well, I'm actually having an absolutely excellent week. Found out that my children are succeeding extremely well within school, so gives me a reason to be proud of the work they're doing, which is absolutely great. It's always good to find out that your kids are achieving. Especially when they don't really have that much of a brain box as a mum to help them along. It's a super great achievement from, so well done to my three. Love them to bits. Well, as you see, all I'm doing basically is just following what I've already put in with the main structural beams, going along. Oops. For now, it's just a basic bog standard shaping. So what I will do is I will cut here. I will see you when I get back, put my teeth back in, and I might get there. So I shall see you in a bit. Bye for now. Hello and welcome back. We've now got, oops, I missed a block there. We've now got the basic shape of the roof set out. Now to add some colour and pattern and design. I'm going to work on the under part of the roof edge around the wall off camera because I haven't quite made up my mind what I want to do with that one yet. So, to start with, all the step ones we're going to be using this detailed cobblestone block bricks, and for the full solid blocks we'll be using the disordered stone bricks, small apparently, and we'll be using a bit of dye. I'm going to do this part of the roofing last. As I said beforehand, what I'm wanting to do with that is put the actual light of the window, let light come through that into the room through the windows via the roof, as we've blocked the windows off at the side, because that's where the tinker smelter is going to be going. Sooner I get that set up the better. I've got stacks of iron and stuff just waiting because I don't want to be wasting resources smelting them down when I could be doubling it. So don't make sense to me, so I've just got it all sat waiting in original ore form, waiting to be smelted for when we've finished our roof and got our little tinkers set up going. Hopefully roof should be finished at some point today. Well, I am recording this not long after doing the last episode, so if anyone has commented, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't want to do them. If anyone has commented, I'm sorry I haven't seen them yet, so I can't really respond to anything as of yet, but I will respond to you as soon as possible. And if you have them, super thank you. Would be nice to hear a bit of feedback, a bit of what you guys think. Do you know, I'm not going to be using... right, okay. I'm not going to use dirt as scaffolding because it just sinks straight into the carpet as well. So I'm just going to use the stairs that I've got on me, might as well. Might add some extra light sources in the here eventually. Well, what I will end up doing with this place is, as we gain more resources and stuff, I'm going to use it as more like my experimental, let's get some ideas of what certain bits look like kind of thing. So yeah, once it's no longer needed as our main house, then it is going to be used more like our mad scientist experiment house. Next project I want to get started on though, once we've actually got this place done and set up inside and out, what I want to do is try and make like a little power plant kind of thing to get some power started. We've got, I think that is sewage, right? I don't know what that can do, but there's a little lava thing outside of it, and I know we can use the lava to fuel, is it the magmatic dynamos? Which would be super cool. Because like we've already been into Nether, we've got an access to quite a fair bit of lava once that lot's gone as well, so I think it might be our my next challenge to actually learn how to do it. So if anyone knows of any YouTuber that's done a tutorial on powering within I think it's either Mine Factory or Thermal Expansion, I don't know which one has the better power source or the more useful power. So if anyone's got any advice or can put me on to anybody who's got any videos explaining how it's done, because explaining it in words don't tend to help me as much as it would most people, and one of these actually needs to see it before I can understand it, especially with things that I don't understand naturally in technology and me just don't get on. More stuff I have to go to my 12-year-old daughter for help and advice on. Yeah. I just getting my head around certain bits and stuff, it's quite hard done for me. Well, we're not doing too bad here. We're getting quite a good bit of progress done. Not sure how long this video's going to be. I don't want it to be too long. I do want to try and keep them short and sweet for you guys ish, kinda. Don't want to bore you too much either. So we will try and get this done as quick as we can. We're going to add some dye to certain bits and then build, like I said, the windows in. These little edges here, I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with them, so I will just go off and do them off camera and show you what I've done when we come back next week, I think. But we'll just get this done to start with. I have had a quick look around to see if there's any other biomes that I like in the area, anything pretty. Not quite found out yet. I found like it looks like more like a swamp, a bit like the one in front of us, but more trees. But that's not really what I want. I don't want an area that's filled with water. I want something luscious with plenty of flowers and stuff, just to make it look a little bit prettier in the area, because landscaping's not something I'm really good at, so, or anywhere near good at. So, and I do like to find nice areas that are looking pretty to build in already, rather than trying to edit the terrain myself. And something really strange is going on. For some reason, all these blocks keep coming back to me rather than just falling to the ground. I don't have magnet mode on. I don't even have utility mode on my NAI, but I've no like added bits or anything like that yet, just the bog standard iron armor. But for some reason I keep getting them coming back to me rather than falling, which I really can't understand, and it has really kind of confused me. Wasn't doing it about half hour ago, but it's doing it now for some reason. Not a clue. If I had a bit more knowledge, I would probably look and see if it's something in like configs or settings or something that's changed. But I can't see anything changing when I haven't even come out of the game for it to change. So I really don't understand what is going on with it. I'm not complaining, like, it comes in handy having things come back to me rather than me having to go collect them all. But it's just a bit of a confusion, really. Right. We're getting there. We're making progress slowly. So, let me know if there's anything that you guys think I could do better. I want to thank you again. I know every recent episode so far I have been thanking you, but I really do want to thank you for staying subscribed, not leaving the jittering, jumbling, and going to find somebody that makes sense, kind of thing. So it's nice that you're sticking by. So thank you. I still want to see comments from you, though. I really do. I want you to talk to me. I'm not going to bite. Well, not unless you ask me to, anyway. I am friendly. I am. A bit shy, but I'm friendly. Have my crazy moments. So, could be comical. I could give you something to laugh about, so want you to lose. Come on, throw us a comment, or even if you don't want to put a public comment in, just find me on Twitter and send me a message through there. It'd be super great. I will reply to everything. Sometimes it may take me longer than other times, as I've said many a time. I have my 3 children and they have to take priority over everything. I won't have it any other way. So if it isn't an instant reply I will reply. Mostly it's mornings when I get a chance, as soon as I've got all 3 to school. Come on, go through my messages. So yeah, please do, because I would like to know what I can do better, what you guys would like to see, whether it be within this mod pack or the Feed the Beast Departed set, or even within Rosewood County. I've got a lot more leeway of what I can do within Rosewood County, as I've had it for a fair while now, and resources really aren't an issue, so it don't matter if I waste trying to try new things and do stuff like that. So any ideas, that's absolutely super great. I am waiting for the Vanilla Plus mod pack to come out, so that I can do some kind of let's build thing in a more vanilla environment without actually being vanilla, because I've said it before, I cannot play vanilla at all. I spend more time losing bases than anything else, and there's just not enough for me to sink my teeth in. Can we sleep up here? Should we try? No, we can't sleep on the steps. Oh, we can. Ha, cracking. That sleeping bag's ace. I love them things. Want to get a hang glider though. So want to get one that looks so much fun, but just not got the resources yet. Where have I put my food? I think have I put it away? I think I have, yes. Yes, I have. See, silly things. A bit loud. Everything else seems right quiet until that moment. Let's just get on down and we'll go around to the other side and start adding our roof windows in. And then once we've got that, we can start throwing all the dye in. And then we can call it done and dusted. Ish. It's always an ish with me. I do tend to, like, as I said, I do tend to change things. I don't think I actually changed anything in between. I just, this episode and the last episode, I think all I did basically was to fill in the rest of these little window thingies. Right, let's just put that away, get some of this dirt out, and what else do I need for this? Add some more of that. There we go. I'm actually doing quite well for organisation. I'm not normally this well organised. I normally forget everything, lose everything, and take me half hour to go through my chest just to find what it is that I wanted in the first place. And you can guarantee I'll get distracted in that process and end up, doing about 10 million other things before I actually get to what I originally wanted to do. Well, right, let's work this out. I don't want them to be too obvious, but I do want them to be obvious if it makes any sense to any of you guys. Right, no, I can't even see. Let's just get up on there, please. Thank you. Right, so that's where that window starts, and that's where that one starts. So what we want to do is take out a couple of them that I've just put in. Oops, I don't want that in there yet. I haven't decided what that bit's going to be, so let's just take these corner bits out to save me misplacing blocks all the time. And we'll take that out, and that out, and that one. So we'll have them put back in eventually, but... And I know the normal bog standard vanilla doesn't look very nice, but we are going to change it up, so don't worry. And I'm not sure if there's anything in this mod pack that adds like a glass that gives a light off or anything. I've always had Britannia in any of the mod packs I've played, so I've always just stuck to the alphane glass once I've gotten to the stage where we can actually use it. So if anyone could let me know what there is light-wise for glass and stuff, because I do like to use the glass as a light source rather than using glowstone and then hiding it under carpets and whatever else. So yeah, yeah, I've had a look. There's a few other things that I want to add to this house indoors. Like I've said before, I wanted to add like the Gamel Châtel workbench, surfing and press and stuff. I also want to add the Decracraft workbench in here along with the smeltery. But I've also found that the Mousy Stores has the door factory blocks as well, which I'd completely forgotten about. I hadn't used Mousy Stores for a while. Well, not since I let I can't think now. Carpenter's blocks, I'm using them. I couldn't even think of the name. Yeah, since I've started using the Carpenter's blocks, I've kind of abandoned Mousy's dolls, but I'll get back into using them. I think we might make the most out of them at some point once I can get the thingy done. I just don't want to... Oops, wrong one. Don't want to be rushing with things though, because when I rush with things, I tend to not get things how I want them. Oops. What are you doing? Get back out. See, it just came straight back to me. I've not known that before. It's... do I put them on the sides or the top? I'm thinking top, actually. I'm thinking top. I'm not liking it at the sides. So, let's just up on up. And we'll put these on the top. Oh, I forgot about that noise. It kind of made me jump then. Yeah, I am still so jumpy after being departed. You know, it's ridiculous how jumpy that game is making me. It really is. I love it though. I am absolutely loving it. It's just scares the life out of me. Oh, I don't want that one colouring in. We want that one keeping normal. Right, let's get back up a little step again. And then we'll put another brick in here. I'll get these laid out and then I'll put all the dye in off camera and then I'll come back to you so you can see what we've done in the meantime. So, see you in a minute. Yellow, and welcome back. As you can see, we have now got all of the dye into our roof. So before I call it an episode and leave you to your lovely little lives, what we're going to do is we're going to have a walk on over here, have an attempt at getting on top of these trees and have a decent look at the house as it's coming on. I think it's coming on nicely for me. Normally they don't normally come on so smoothly, but let's not speak too soon. I still haven't met the creeper yet. I'm expecting one any time soon. Oh yeah, I've got my little garden spreading quite nicely. That sea one, the water one, it's spreading a lot faster than the rest of them at the minute. But I've noticed these flowers as well. Yeah, I'm sorry I've taken away from the house, but I've noticed these flowers are spreading like nothing as well. So I think I might use that to my advantage and do a little what they call florist or something as in it, just as a break for me to step away from the techie stuff. Well, I'm actually quite liking that so far. Just need to add a few little touching details to the edges because I'm not quite liking how the edges are on. But I'll do that off camera like I've said. So anyway, there we go. We've managed to get the roof done. We're making some that kind of progress. I might change a few little bits around off camera, but you'll see it in the thumbnail if I do. So anyway, stop jittering, stop messing about. Let's say goodbye. Well, I've been MG Rose. You've all been superstars. Thank you so much for letting me take up some of your time. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.